4-2, powers and exponents. Today we're going to look at a new type of number you may have seen in the past. A large number, 2, with a superscript 4 above it, that's actually read as 2 to the 4th power. And over on the left, you see that we have the base is the larger numeral, the 2, and the exponent, 4, is the smaller number, the superscript number. And what it really means is we have expanded form just to the right. 2 to the 4th power is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which happens to be 16. Not really interested in what the multiplied answer is, because you'll see at some point that the numbers get really large really quickly. I'm very interested in knowing that you can take exponential form, which is 2 to the 4th power, and turn it into the expanded form, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Think of it this way. 2 to the 4th power is 2 times itself 4 times. So we're going to actually look at 3's just below. We have 3 to the 3rd power, which is going to be 3 times itself 3 times. And for the sake of what we're doing here, because I want to show you a couple of patterns, we're actually going to multiply the numbers together. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So 3 to the 3rd power is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. 3 to the 2nd power is 3 times itself 2 times. So 3 times 3. And when we multiply that together, 3 times 3 is 9. Now, looking at patterns, which is going to help us get the next two answers, the next two expanded forms written. We notice that 3 to the 3rd power is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. 3 to the 2nd power, which is 3 times 3, is 9. You should know that the relationship between the answers 9 and 27, to get from 27 to 9, moving down one level, you are actually dividing by 3. That's what happens when you remove an exponent and go from 3 to 2, from the exponent of 3 down to the exponent of 2. So based on that pattern, you should notice that if we divide this 9 by 3, 3 to the 1st power is simply going to be 3. It's 3 times itself one time. There's 1 3 in that list, so it's going to be 3. Let's use that pattern again to see what happens. If we divide by 3 one more time to find out what 3 to the 0 power is going to be, 3 divided by 3 leaves us with 1. So 3 to the 0 power is 1. If you went and spent some time and wrote out exponents and expanded form for various other numbers, what do you think any number raised to the 0 power is going to be? It's going to be 1. Any number raised to the 0 power is going to be 1. It always is. All right, so now we're going to do some examples where we're going to expand some things. I want you to write them in expanded form. We have m to the 4th power, stepping away from relatively easy numbers. We're going to throw some variables in there. M to the 4th power would be what in expanded form? M times m times m times m. 4 m's in a list multiplied together. Let's try the next example. A to the 2nd power times b to the 3rd power. Or, to shorten things up, because of the exponents 2 and 3, we have a squared times b cubed. So how many a's are we going to have in our list for multiplication in our expanded form? A times a. And now we're going to put the b's on the end of that. How many b's are there going to be? 3 b's. A squared, b cubed. There are 2 a's and 3 b's in that list. All right. And you will have to do a little bit of multiplying together and getting some expanded form, but it should be relatively easy numbers. So you'll see problems that read like this. Find, comma, if b equals 1 and a equals 5. And then you'll be given a problem, b to the 7th power minus a squared. All you're simply going to do is substitute in for b and a. So we're going to have 1 to the 7th power minus 5 to the 2nd power. This is an order of operations problem. We do things one step at a time. So we will take care of the 1 to the 7th power. Any thoughts? 1 to the 7th power is 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, all the way up for 7 of them. So when we multiply these two together, we get 1. Bring down everything else. Multiply these together, we get 1. You're going to end up with 1 as your answer. 1 raised to any exponent is always going to be 1. So 1 to the 7th power is 1. 1 minus 5 squared. Now we take care of the 5 squared, which is 25. Bring down the 1 and the minus. Please make sure you keep things in order because the order is important. So now we have 1 minus 25, which is negative 24. So most of your work today is writing things in expanded form. You may have to solve some problems out with some more simple numbers. Your homework tonight is on pages 155 and 156, problems 12 to 22, the evens, and then moving ahead, doing problems 28 to 46, the evens.